Hello and welcome everyone to another Super Metroid multi-category extension tournament race. We have a treat in many versions of the word coming to you tonight. One of those treats being Glove, a very knowledgeable runner. Um, a lot of rando knowledge. They were very um, into the Smrat community. A lot of great movement on Glove side, and then Thorneto. Um, they have one of the best times in this category at a 104. Glove has a 112, I believe. So nothing. Also, a great time from them. Um, But as we've seen already in this tournament, the category that they have chosen was North Korea percent. This category is a very volatile category. It's very front-loaded run with difficulty. You have a lot of things you have to do which are very dangerous. So if the runners are on their game with a little bit of luck, we won't see any deaths, but it is definitely something to keep an eye out for. This is the first of three matches for these two runners. See what kind of series times we can get today. I'm gonna predict this with these two. We're gonna see at least some 44s, maybe a 45. Depends on how the Steam gods want to play. Very nice. Okay, nice 44 and 43. Very well done. So, if you are new to Super Metroid or Super Metroid speed running, if you have no idea what this North Korea percent is, first of all, welcome to the Super Metroid awesomeness that we have here for you tonight. But let me give a little quick explanation of what North Korea percent is and what these runners are going to be attempting to do. Um, so North Korea, the the acronym for North Korea is the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. So that's DPRK. And that's what these runners are going to be doing as far as the boss order that they will need to adhere to in order to complete this category the right way. So we've got Dragon is going to be first, then the P, Fantoon, and then the R, Ridley, and lastly, we're going to go down to Kraid's Lair and take out the K. So in order, nice little synced moonfalls there. Very well done. These runners are just neck and neck. I'm gonna see how long that goes for. I have a feeling we're gonna see a lot of awesome side by sides today. So to expand a little bit on North Korea percent, in order to get to the Dragon fight, that D that you need to complete first, we're going to have to venture into Meridia, which is a place that's filled with water. And without the gravity suit, which you cannot get, um, Samus's physics are going to be heavily affected by the water. So these runners are going to have to pull off some fancy movement, some timed shots, and manipulation a little bit of the game's mechanics in order to get through Meridia. And if you've never seen a suitless Meridia run, it really is a treat. It almost looks like a ballet with what these runners have to do, and it also is kind of in slow motion at the same time, and it really just looks great. But before they can get to this underwater world, uh, they have to go through Norfair, very heated part of the planet, without the Variasuit, which protects them from heat. So they're going to be doing what's called hell runs, where they're just constantly taking damage as they venture through the heated rooms. So, like I said, a lot of ways, a lot of scary, dangerous things we've got in this run here at the beginning, and a lot of ways for these runners to potentially take some unfortunate spills and danger, and hopefully not, but could have some deaths rear their ugly head into these runners' runs. So hopefully not. Um, and I'm just now noticing Thorneto is had a little backtrack there. The reason that they did that is so they could go get that the energy tank that you just saw Thorneto pick up, and then also picked up this pack of missiles there, the beta missiles. Glove did not. So Glove is foregoing that extra energy tank, which we just talked about those hell runs, and how your energy is just draining the whole time you're running through there. So that's a definite risk, something that Glove's really gonna have to keep an eye on. As far as their energy goes. So yeah, I imagine that they're comfortable doing that if that's what they're going to do in a race setting. So let's see how it goes. See what kind of tricks Glove has up their sleeve, um, and it's obviously giving Glove a good chunk of time ahead of Thorneto here. We'll see if it pays off. Glove working their way through Terminator is now going to get their first energy tank. And Thorneto heading over to Bomb Terizo to snag some nice bombs. Glove is missiling those pirates there, which I definitely would with as much importance that energy has in this category. Taking too much damage by just running through the pirates and tanking those hits would not be as advised. Glove is going to get their early supers. And I was going to say they are going to also, before doing that, pick up a reserve tank, but it looks like Glove may be foregoing that reserve tank as well. That's very interesting. Reserve tank in this category is your friend. Helps you when you make mistakes in Norfair and in Meridia, just to make sure you don't, one mistake could be death. So oh. Okay. I now see what is the start of Glove's plan here. So what Glove is doing is what is called Moon Dance. And Moon Dance is a way for you. Sorry, Moonfall, first off, is what Glove has to do in order to make Moon Dance work. And what Moonfall does is it allows the max speed that Samus is allowed to fall to not have a max anymore. So you can just continuously gain speed and gain speed. And the way that Glove is doing it right now, it looks kind of like a dance, which is why it's called Moon Dance, is just storing that fall energy over and over and over and over again. And what they're going to try to do is unleash that stored vertical speed to clip through a platform. And in this case, what I think they're going to do is they're going to head back left to where Edikuns is, which is it's technically the first place that you can get a power bomb. There's also an energy tank down there, There's also a super missile pack. So, yeah, or they could clip down into the Decora pit just to say hey to the Decora, and then get on about their way. That could totally be what's going on. I doubt that's going to happen. Like I said, Glove's going to wiggle out. So in just a second, when they get through this next room, they're going to try to clip right through this bottom platform, which you would know. See, it just clips right through. You normally can't do that without power bombs. So Glove is taking basically a shortcut by doing that. I think first time I've seen it in a race. So that's a treat for me. But well done. Um, got the moon dance, got the clip through, um, and snagging that energy, which is why Glove probably didn't go get the energy at the beginning like Thorneto did. Thorneto is now filling up energy. This is a good place to farm energy. You got 3 bugs to choose from. You can farm pretty quickly. What Thornado wants to do is just to make sure that that reserve tank is full, because he's definitely going to be needing to take a little bit of energy from that reserve tank coming up here in these hell runs that we were talking about. So Thornado on their way. This is one of the prizes for Glove, that power bomb. So Glove is not going to have to venture into the normal places in order to get more power bombs. Usually you go up to alpha power bomb and then beta power bomb, and then you usually grab the croc power bomb, and that will give you 15, which will allow you to crystal flash, which is I don't know if I should go as far as saying it's a necessity, because I'm sure there's some other crazy way that you could get through Suitless Meridia without a crystal flash, but I don't think any run is going to be doing anything like that. So okay, so Glove's picking up another energy tank at the Firefly, at the Wave Gate room here. This is something we don't normally see in routes, or I've not normally seen it. So this is really a treat. We've got some heavy route divergence just at the very beginning of this run, which I did not expect to see. So it's going to be super cool to kind of keep tabs on both of these things here. Thorneto's going up to get the alpha power bombs and the beta power bombs. Like we said, you need 3 power bomb packs in order to initiate that crystal flash. There is a way you could do it with 2 power bombs, but you'd have to 2 power bomb packs, but you'd have to be able to make sure that you'd have a power bomb handy after laying one and then snagging it. It's done in the what is it? Crystal Flash RTA. But I think both of these runners are going to be looking for 3 power bomb packs in order to get through comfortably. So that's 1 pack for Thornito. It's going up to beta power bombs, which is just this next room up here. A little troll by the first cack attack there. And Glove going to snag the charge missiles, as well as the charge beam down below, which is also very important. All right, the Thornito says, "Thank you for my power bombs. I'm out of here on my way down to Norfair to start my hell runs." Okay, so another difference here in Glove is going what is referred to as meme route, and this is a meme tournament, right? So let's go to get this little power bomb here. So that, I believe, is 2 packs for Glove, and I'm guessing Glove is not going to go up Red Tower at all. I think if they're going to snag another power bomb pack, it's probably going to be Croc, because Croc is basically required for this category, because Grapple Beam, which is down in Croc's lair there, is going to be absolutely essential for the Suitless Meridia movement. There are ways to get through Suitless Meridia without grapple beam, but um, I don't think it, in my opinion, would be worth trying to do any of that stuff. It just wouldn't make sense. So you have to go down to get grapple, um, and then while you're down there, I mean you're passing by the power bomb pack. So I'm guessing that is what Glove's next power bomb is going to be. And we've already seen they didn't go up Red Tower. Thorneto, meanwhile, Glove grabbing that Spazer. Gotta love it. Love to see it. So Thorneto is going to get some high jump boots, and then that third energy tank that they just picked up. And then after that, it is going to be, unless there's any divergence or different decisions, they're going to be going straight over to their first hell run. First one is through Cathedral and through the Rising Tide room. Not super difficult, but can be, one or two wrong moves or extra hits from the enemy, and you might be a little bit in danger zone there. But Thorneto's going to save before this, which is a absolutely fine decision in my opinion when you're in a race. Like we said, I was in a race earlier with the same category, and I died in the double digits, and so it is definitely something that can definitely rear its ugly head very quickly. Tornado's looking good so far. Just has to make the Rising Tide, and then they'll be safe in Bubble Mountain for a little bit, but after probably another safety save, they're going to be making their way over to Speed Booster, which is another hell run. Ooh, Thornado. Ooh. Good thing they saved. Good thing they saved. You when you're going through these hell runs and you can't help it, you generally want to pause the game if you're going to run out of energy, and manually pump the energy from your reserve tank back into your regular energy tanks, because when that automatic reserve tank initiates and you're taking damage from being in this heated room, that damage still continues to eat through your energy. So you kind of lose probably like a third of it or something because you're constantly taking damage. I agree, Toombs. I agree. All right, so Glove has made it through. They are going to not save at Bubble Mountain, or did I just miss the save? I may have just missed it. We'll see. But just like that, again, we've got both of the runners in the same room. After all that divergence, you love to see it. All right, here is Hell Run number 2. Both runners have made it past the scary part. We've got 2 different farming methods here. Let's go. Let's do we have any preferences in chat here? Any bombs over Spazer shots? One kind of looks fancy and swag. I think actually farming with bombs is can be slightly faster because the bomb explosion extends further than the beam shot, so you can kill the bugs faster if you are timing it right. But honestly, I don't know. I think it's just a preference thing. And Speed Booster, the best item in the game, is being collected right before your eyes. Why is it the best item, you ask? Well, it just looks so darn cool. I don't know what else. What non-cool things you can say about Speed Booster? I mean, look at the crazy blue echoes. Shine sparks are just the coolest. You just run through enemies. Come on, let's go. All right, so we've collected our speed booster, and now we are going to make our way over to um, the wave beam, which, in order to get there, you have to go through the double chamber room. And that room, goodness gracious, has eaten and killed so many runs. So let's bless double chamber room. Looks like Thorneto is doing all right so far. We're gonna hope the same for Glove. Very good. Thorneto's 3 with 192 damage. You have to come back through the rooms they just went in. That's probably right on the line of energy that I would be comfortable not popping my reserve with. But if anything, any jump missed, any enemy hit, they're gonna need to immediately pause and pop those reserves. All right, Tornito's made it through with 40. Glove having much more energy. So they should be fine coming through this room, barring any catastrophes. And now we have the next hell run. Just this, we got hell runs in the menu all day. Ooh. All right, so Tornado's reserve had to automatically pop. They were hoping to get down there before that happened, but that's all right. It's not a terrible loss. Glove catching up, and now we've got a little sync right here. Glove had no farming time whatsoever. But Glove is just going to go to these refill here while Thornito is not. So little trade-off there. Next up, we have the doggo of Super Metroid, old Crockmeyer himself. Crockmeyer has the keys to an energy tank, a power bomb, and of course the grapple beam. So even though Crocky is probably innocent in all this, and he didn't want to fight, and Samus just came down here messing up Croc's world, you gotta throw him in the acid. Sorry, man. That's how it goes. No hard feelings. It's what the category calls for. We've got some energy tank pickups. It looks like Glove is trying for a wraparound shot. Basically, what they were trying to do is shoot the door on the complete other side of the room by going all the way to the right side of the room and shooting a shot kind of off screen, and it basically just hits the hitbox of the door. Glove showing off a little horizontal bomb jump. And you'll see, oh, that was an unfortunate shine spark into the little corner there, but you saw that door was already open. Glove didn't have to shoot it open. All right, and here is Powerbomb pack number 3 for both of our runners. They will not be needing any more power bombs. They have enough to Crystal Flash. If you don't know what a Crystal Flash is or what it takes to do one, Crystal Flash is basically Samus's ability to regain all of her energy. And it takes 10 missiles, 10 super missiles, and 10 power bombs. But you also have to lay 1 power bomb in order to do the Crystal Flash. So technically you need 11 power bombs. So that's why they need to pick up 3 packs so they can have 15, being able to lay 1 and then still have 10 for the Crystal Flash. You also have to be under 50 energy and have no energy in your reserve tanks. So it's kind of a specific scenario in which you're allowed to do this Crystal Flash. but the runners will force themselves into that energy area with that ammo in order to do a crystal flash. And what we will see why they need to do a crystal flash, and when they do it once we get over to Meridia. So, despite Glove's awesome Moondance stuff and kind of the route divergence there, I was curious as to how much time it would, it would save. And I still don't really know, but it seems like it could be less than I thought. I don't know if there's any other things that Glove will need to do that Thorneto doesn't, or vice versa. But I mean, they're neck and neck here. um, so I'm glad we got to see two different routes here. We've seen all sorts of different routes for some of these categories, like GT Max percent. So it's really cool to see some for the North Korea. Yeah, that's good to point out, bands, the double best mock ball in the game. That one is just a beauty to see. You don't even have to be a Super Metroid speedrunner to watch that and go, whoa, that was cool. This sync is real. So both runners placing the power bomb close to the gate. It looked like, I don't know if Thorneto's wasn't quite close enough because they had what they did that for, so they could kill the enemy in that exit path at the top of the room there. So it's kind of like two birds with one stone. But Thorneto had to go and take an extra couple shots because they had 6 energy. So they don't make sure that enemy is dead, then they're dead. So Glove is going to be doing a pretty fancy thing on the left here. They are keeping their vertical speed by morphing and unmorphing right at the door, and then they're going to shoot 3 shots into this fish, so they can get up this portion, this room here. It's called Main Street, and here's where all of the beauty of Suitless Meridia begins. And Thorneto doing as we have said, one, and all it takes in this category is one tiny little mistake, and that unfortunate thing that just happened was literally like a pixel. Thorneto was up. It should have been on the platform, and it was just, I don't know, was so close to missing it. I didn't think that it missed it, but boy, that's unfortunate. I think, yeah, their save was back before their first health run, so they're going to be doing all of that over again, unfortunately. But it does not mean that the race is called by any means. North Korea is not done with either of these runners yet. There are many dangers still afoot. So we will keep an eye on Glove's progress and Thorneto's and see what will come. Yeah, once Dragon is down, and I would say once Meridia's no longer in your future, you can take a little bit of a breather. So, but that's still a ways to go. Glove demonstrating why that grapple beam is so necessary in this run. This is called a grapple jump. Looks a bit like you're cheating, but it's just the way that the grapple beam handles. You know, I normally know a lot about kind of the inner workings of the tricks of this game. I don't really know anything about why grapple jump works, but it's really cool to see, and it's definitely a necessity here. And it's also what Glove and Thorneto are going to need in order to get out of Dragon's lair after Dragon is killed. That in and of itself, just getting out of that room, you have to do like 5 or 6 things completely right. You got to get the grapple jump. You got to get the crystal flash correct. You have to be able to get caught in Dragon's claws during a crystal flash, which is sometimes harder than it should be. Well, 1994 programming, I mean, obviously had some things going for it with this masterpiece for sure. But yes, no game can be without its kinks. Just lucky for us, the kinks of this game are usually pretty cool and useful. Another one of the kinks that we just saw on Glove's screen is when you kill an enemy with grapple beam, it takes your vertical speed and just zeroes it out. So you'll just do a midair stop. Here's a little more of the dance, freezing a couple of the Metroids here, and then using that grapple to get up this room nice and fast. And this room right here is sometimes even more dangerous than the Dragon fight or anything that comes after it. This room, all you have to do is very nice little move by Glove there to stay on the spikes and get over. Ooh, nice little snag. So Glove is kind of past the dangerous parts of this room, and it's gonna go save, and I would too, because what I was gonna say is if you fall down in the sand and where you were trying to go is behind you, your instinct is to turn around, and if you turn around in the sand, you're gonna go straight to the bottom if you do it at the time that you hit the sand, and then trying to get out of the sand from there is next to impossible. Still doable, but next to impossible. All right, here is the Dragon fight for Glove. What they're gonna want to do is take out these turrets, because they will cause you severe agony and probably death. But you can see they're damaging down. They need to be under 50. Nothing in the reserves, and they have enough ammo, exactly enough ammo, with the exceptions of a missile or two, to do this crystal flash. So you'll see right here is laying the power bomb, and they're going to get grabbed by Dragon. Now, by doing that, they now have what is called a flash suit, and it has a stored shine spark that Glove can use just by jumping, and it will initiate the shine spark. But what they want to do right here is perfectly done. They got gooped by Dragon, which makes Dragon come get you, and then jumping in the air, let go of the angle button, which initiated the flash suit, and then got grabbed once the flash suit was initiated by Dragon, which gives Glove a blue suit. And a blue suit is much more friendly as far as getting out of this room. And we're going to see the kind of the last little tricks here on Glove's side is the exit, is the Dragon escape. They're going to have to do a grapple jump, which is what they're doing right now. Very well done. First try, made it look easy. Doing that for your first time is not easy. And then they're going to use that little stored shine spark to get out of the water. That, all of that stuff takes a lot of things to go right for you, and luckily they've gone right for Glove. Glove also going back after all of that to save, and I don't know why you wouldn't at this point. Glove just has to make it out of Meridia and then can kind of exhale to and focus on the rest of the run there. But good job on Glove's part so far. Their Sweetless Meridia has been very well done. Thorneto, meanwhile, going back to get Grapple Beam. We'll see if Thorneto takes a save on their way to Meridia this time around. Glove using the space jump right at the very tip. Oh, and another best mock ball in the game. But using the space jump at the very top of the water will kind of make it look like you just have a double jump because you don't see the space jump at all. But makes it very easy to get across these last couple of rooms. Hopefully Thorneto will be done with their hell runs once and for all pretty soon. And Glove picking up the plasma beam. So thank you for your service, Spazer. Pouring out for the homies, Spazer lovers out there. But we have plasma beam now, and no longer a need for the Spazer. So we appreciate you. I will agree. EBM9. The game is so pleasing to look at. It's so pleasing to listen to, and then on top of that, you have great Super Metroid speedrunners performing great Super Metroid tech, speedrunning tech, and that's just the triple combo right there. And speaking of amazing things that are cool to look at, we've got the Forgotten Highway, as it's called. It's this little section that Glove is going through it. Now, normally, you really don't see this this route. Anybody taking this route for most things. There's no items over here. It's kind of a long way out of the way. But in this particular category, since you're going from Dragon, which is a Meridia, to Fantoon, this is actually the quickest way to go. So we get a little special treat, little DLC, if you will, through the Forgotten Highway path. I didn't see if Thorneto saved or not. I don't know if they got the quick pass through. Oh, okay, they're good. All right, this is the jump that foiled Thorneto last time, but they are above it. And now we start Thorneto's journey through the abyss. Very nice main street from Thorneto. Oh my goodness, I looked away for a second to refresh the page. I don't even know what just happened. I'm guessing it was a fish crab combo. And here we're gonna find out if Thorneto saved after coming up from grapple. No, he doesn't have grapple. Oh no. Well, um, as stated before and as demonstrated in my race, how formidable sometimes this category can be, and it is a little frustrating when you've practiced these stretches, you've just done the hell runs, to Meridia over and over, um, and you just get it back to back, and then all of a sudden, things just happen. So we're gonna give some energy up to Thorneto for third time's the charm. Um, Meanwhile, Glove showing Fantune how a fully kitted out beam combo feels in their eye. Should take care of him in 2 shots. Yes, very good. Or 2 rounds, rather. Thorneto so close to making that farm spot. That part of that room beforehand, there's kind of a small frame for you to make that jump into that one tile slot to get up there. And sometimes things just don't go your way, even though you've made the jump 20 times. All of a sudden, it just bat gets you or something. So let's do it. Let's do it again. Let's get through this, Thorneto. So glove side, we have the Democratic Peoples. We don't have any Republic or Korea yet, but they're on their way to the Republic for, which it stands or something. I don't know. Guess we're mixing countries now. Never mind. Love gonna go pick up that gravity suit. All right, let's see if we can get this jump this time. Very good, Thorneto. And safe into the Farmingville. It is point well made as well. I mean, so I think a lot of the time it's kind of something that we assume, generally don't talk about it too much. Like it's there, but it's not necessarily thought about all the time, and that is just the fact that you're in a race. Race nerves. I don't know if it is appropriate to call them nerves. I mean, you do have race nerves, right? And like jitters and stuff like that. But you could be totally fine, and then you take a death, and it just like chips away a little bit at you, and you're like, all right, okay, 1 death, like, all right, I have a save, let's go. And then 2 deaths, and yeah, it sometimes it's a little difficult to get your brain, kind of smack your brain around and just go, okay, let's just shake it off and keep going. So kudos to Thorneto for continuing on. Every death, they're just mashing that A button, like, let's go, let's go. I know I can get this. Let's keep it moving. Yeah, yeah, uh, yeah. Feeling behind, which is something I always do, um, eh, especially in races that I can't watch. That's against the rules to watch, like randomizers and stuff like that. But you try to take risks to try to make up the time you've lost, and sometimes that means doing things in races that you've never done in a race before, and that can be a recipe for disaster sometimes. Superman, I can understand you saying this category sucks, especially with some of the unfortunate events that can take place. But I'll tell you what, it's my favorite category of this tournament. If you're not privy, this multi-category extension tournament has chosen 5 of the extension categories. So um, they are still vanilla. They're not randomizers or anything, but they they have sometimes some wacky goals and things you need to do in order to complete the category. Um, so in this tournament, we have 69%. We've got GT max percent, any percent all bosses, North Korea percent, and Nintendo power percent. So a lot of good treats, and the way that the category choosing goes is that right before the race, on the first match, this is what we have here. The higher seed will veto one of the categories, and then the lower seed will choose a category to race. And then on match 2, the lower seed vetoes a category, and then the higher seed gets to choose which they're going to race for match 2. And then if there is a match 3, um, it'll just be the remaining category because 2 categories have been vetoed, 2 categories have been played. There should only be 1 left. Glove missing the chronic boost ever so slightly there, but got a nice little backup by getting the damage boost off of the Namahe Flame. And speaking of awesome parts of this game, we've just entered Lower Norfair, and you know, you know something's up. You know something's different when you hear that music kick in as you're going down the elevator. The game just wants to tell you without actually telling you that, hey, listen, this place don't play around. Uh, so you better be on your guard. You better be ready for anything. Lower Norfair intends to hurt. Uh, Not for the faint of heart. Glove showing some nice strats, freezing that pirate, which allows you to plant the power bomb and get up at the same time without having to drop back down. Thorneto going to snag that grapple beam one more time, hopefully the last time. Thank you for using that DPRK command to explain what North Korea percent is. Appreciate it, Nightbot. Meanwhile, don't forget, both of these runners, go hit them up on their channel, give them a follow. They do a lot of awesome things, and including this tournament. If you like Super Metroid, you like speedrunning, you want to see more, go give them a follow. What was it? 5? 1, 2, 3, maybe. Yeah, that's the real treat. 5 best mock balls. I mean, where else can you get that? Glove making their way into the Republic portion of our run, brought to you in part by Ridley, who likes to troll you whenever he can and do things you don't expect. As it looks like Glove is getting a little taste. Looks like it's got him in a nice pogo pattern now, but Ridley was definitely not doing things that I imagine Glove and I was not expecting Ridley to do. Nice little manipulation. Nice speed ball from Thorneto there through over to Ice Beam. Ridley's looking very red. Should only need a couple more shots. And there it is. Republic has been claimed. And all we have left is the Korea for Glove. Glove opting not to go into Ridley's little closet room there. Thorneto getting the ice escape out of ice. Very nice. You don't always see that in this category because sometimes that unless you know like the super cool I don't have to stop strat, getting that ice setup to do the ice escape takes a little, takes a couple seconds, and when you're already low on energy, you don't have those couple of seconds. Glove getting bamboozled by those hoppers, getting hit a second time, was in the middle of getting the short charge for the speedball out of Wasteland, and looked pretty good, but got snagged by a little hopper a second time around. And Thorneto going back up Main Street. Let's go. And I also, again, did not see if they took a save, but like we were talking about, that in Thorneto's mind might be, me foregoing the save is me saving, a solid double-digit amount of seconds, and I need every second I can get right now. Okay, Thorneto might need to wait. Oh, got the jump. It's very nice with a little turnaround. Glove showing the Three Musketeers who's boss with a couple of plasma shots to the dome. And the Lower Northern music has ended. Glove can take a little mental breather there. Meanwhile, Thorneto doing the dance of Suitless Meridia once more. Ooh! Thorneto flying by the last little grapple block there, but turns around and gets a nice little accurate. Oops! Let me just snag this right here. Shot. Well done. Glove in chat saying they're taking it slow, and being that is keeping the stream. They are keeping the stream on and know Thorneto's current position. I do not blame that at all. I would also be taking it very slow and making sure I save and everything. So here we are in Kraid's lair. And also we're going to have a Bot Wound coming up on Thorneto's side. Bot Wound in this category can be a little scary. You don't have you know, you can't do X Factor strats. You're basically just you got your super missiles and your charge shot. Um, and when he, oh my goodness, um, unfortunately, Glove missing the Kraid quick kill there. But nothing a nice full beam combo shot can't take care of. Bot Wound, when they pop their little head out and shoot those little, like, what are they? I don't know, little, like, seed particles, like spore spawn particle wannabes out of his mouth. That top left location is extremely difficult to get away from. The other ones are very easy. You basically just morph and you can dodge those. But that one location that Thorneto got is the hardest one to dodge. You basically have to jump forward just a half a tile and then morph in order to do that. If you're not ready for it, you can take a bunch of damage. But luckily, Thorneto is out farming up some supers so they can get this Crystal Flash coming up on Dragon. And hopefully we will see a save before Dragon so we can all exhale from a viewer's perspective. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe at this point they're just YOLOing everything. Glove on the second revisit to Meridia because it is the quickest way over to G4 because this little back door leads over to the top of Red Tower, and from there Glove will just be able to hightail it over to the landing site and then to G4. So that's all that they have left. They are setting sites. Oh, I'm sorry. Thorneto just gave me a little scare there. Turning around in the sand like that. Luckily, they did not KO. Oh, we are. Are we getting a save? Okay, we're getting a save. I wasn't sure. Glove with the fancy speed jump. Another one of those beautiful strats. See Thorneto opening that door with missiles, and that is because they have exactly 10 missiles. He has exactly 10 missiles, or 10 super missiles, and so if he fires one, he's gonna have to reset because he needs all of those in order to do this Crystal Flash. He also needs to, okay, he's popping his reserves automatically. All right, we're good. Glove just taking it easy over at G4. Doesn't feel like doing any horizontal bomb jump practice today. Although they were doing some over, they were showing it off earlier. Thorneto waiting for the goops. He's got to jump, initiate the spark. Oh, missed the spark. Sometimes when you get hit by more than one goop, like you get gooped. Goop is just a funny word. You get gooped once, and then another one hits you. It just causes you to take a hit, and you can't. There we go. There it is. Excellently done. Initiated the spark, got the blue suit, and then got that quick grapple kill right at the end. So now Thorneto just needs to pick up space jump and then do the grapple jump out. Meanwhile, we've got Glove making quick work of the Metroid rooms. Gone through 1 and 2 so far. See how number 3 goes. Looking good. Very nice. Very clean. Number 4 is usually, Metroid Room 4 is usually a gimme. You can go through that a couple different ways. All right, Thorneto, let's see this. Let's see this grapple escape. Got 190 energy. Yes, yes, yes. Go. Yes, yes. No, no. Sorry, that's Austin Powers. It's bad reference joke, but very well done by Thorneto. Oh no, the spark. Oh no. I didn't realize how much energy Thorneto had. Oh no. I don't know if they would have jumped before initiating the spark. But yeah, I did not have enough energy to get all the way up, and unfortunately, Glove just barely missing that baby skip there. Had him all the way down, was near the jumping spot, but just got grabbed right at the end there. Yeah, I mean, it is. It can't really be understated how much things you have to do in this run to make sure that you get through all of this. And these runners are really just making it look easy, the way they're doing all these movements, but this really is a fair amount of technical things that you have to do and remember and perform just at the right time to get through all this stuff. So just the fact that both of these runners are making it through is really remarkable in and of itself. Love getting the Zeb skip. All right, we're gonna have ourselves a Mother Brain fight coming up. Coming up next, Mother Brain 2 gets angry. Oh, okay, and this is another part of why everything is so technical and you have to kind of do everything correctly. Thorneto was trying to initiate the spark and then get grabbed by Dragon, and Dragon was right there about to do it. It was just a couple of milliseconds too late, and the spark went into the ceiling instead of into Dragon's claws. So we're gonna give it another try on Thorneto's side. Meanwhile, Mother Brain 2 is down. She wasn't super feisty for Glove. Had a couple of onion rings. They were on special today. Only had one packet of ketchup, so that didn't do a whole lot. But Glove now waiting for the Mother Brain 3. I guess if they wanted to, they could have either runner really, I guess, grab the Ridley tank or something to perform the stand-up glitch here. But I think the amount of time that you would take in order to go get the Ridley tank with the 2-door transitions and the fanfare would probably, I'm not sure how much that would actually save. Optimal stand-up glitch time save, I think, is like 20 seconds, so it might just be a wash. I appreciate the commentary feedback. I hope everybody's having a good time here. These runners are putting on an excellent show for us. I'm just excited to be here. And F's in chat for the baby Metroid. Thank you. We appreciate you. Glove obviously upset about the baby Metroid as well. They are giving Mother Brain 3 a piece of their mind and a piece of their hyper beam. Well, many pieces of the hyper beam. Very nice. Wow, Thorneto just snagging that grapple quick kill on like the very end electrical fibers of the grapple beam. That was like I didn't know the grapple beam extended that far. Very well done. And Glove, let's get off this planet. We've had enough of Planet Zeeb's shenanigans tonight. Let's get out of here. Speaking of getting out of here, let's get Thorneto out of here. Out of this room and out of Precious room. Misses the first grapple kill, or sorry, grapple jump attempt. Misses the second. Let's go. Third time. It's gonna have pop the reserves. Probably gonna have one, maybe two more shots at this grapple kill. Let's go. Glove with a nice behemoth spark. There it is. There it is. That was the height that Thorneto needed. Okay, 53 energy. Okay, they're gonna have to jump as high as they can and then do the spark. Meanwhile, Glove hitting the ship and finishing in first place with an official race time of 1 hour, 5 minutes, and 40 seconds. GG's to Glove. They are our winner for tonight. And let's just give it up for the persistence of Thorneto. Obviously, a lot of frustrations and things that can happen in this category just kind of got the better of Thorneto tonight, but they never gave up. And sometimes it's hard to keep going after you've kind of had multiple deaths in a row. But they made it all the way here. They took out Dragon twice, and sounds like we have a Glove here on comms. Glove, GG's. How do you feel about how all of this went?
Yeah, I mean, I'm feeling really good. Like, obviously, it's nice to enter the series with a win, especially since Thorneto is pretty heavily favored in every other category. Yeah. But yeah, I have just been like losing every single run to really stupid ways these past couple days, so I was really scared. But I was really happy to pull out the Deathless. This is a 37-second PB for me. I was actually on 103 pace, exiting Fantoon, but then I just wanted to take it as slow as possible. Like, don't mess around and try to push things.
Yeah, understood. That is fair. Um, yeah, looking at the sheet, yeah, your I guess initial PB for this category was a 112 or something like that. So,
Is that what I'm
uh,
entered in there as? Because I got a 106 before the tournament started.
okay,
Uh,
maybe I'm just looking at it wrong or something.
it's
Oh,
possible that's what I
106.
submitted.
Nope, I
Yeah,
was looking at the 69% because I'm cool.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, really nice run. I understand
Thanks.
taking it easy.
Yeah.
Obviously, you how did you feel with kind of when Tornito's run started to kind of take a death here and then another
Yeah.
death. Did that change your mindset and what you were doing at that point?
Oh yeah, for sure. So I was actually physically shaking really hard during and coming out of the moon dance because and if anybody actually knows moon dance was watching, my moon dance slowed way down as it went on because it's one of those tricks where like you can very easily get to a point where if you fail just like one button press, you have to start over. So once I got to that point, I was like, all right, just gotta stabilize. Um, yeah, I don't like if everything were equal and no deaths or anything. I'm honestly not sure how it could have gone because like Thorneto was making really good pace in the early game.
Yeah, you both were neck and neck during a lot of the run, and then obviously with that route divergence.
Hmm.
By the way, I appreciate that. I had not seen that route before, and it was really cool to watch a mood dance in a race, and just to see, that how what packs of power bombs and energy
Yeah.
tanks you were grabbing, and
Yeah.
then you
So
guys came together at Bubble Mountain like
yeah.
after all of that. And I was like, oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah. To my knowledge, you just witnessed the first completed run with Moondance in it. It's possible, like the only other thing I can think is maybe Zenny like did one run way back just for fun. Um but yeah, I because like at first I was like, oh haha, I could do Moondance in North Korea. And then the more I was looking at it, I was like, wait a second, this is actually a really good route. Like if you're getting at least one safety tank, it's for sure faster as long as you can Moondance well. I don't think it's quite the fastest route overall, although it could be close, because you save Red Tower entirely, and you don't have to get Crab Supers.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I was trying to think it through as you were doing stuff, and I was like, oh, okay, they're probably gonna have
Mhm.
to. They don't have to do that, and then they can just go down Red Tower, and yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, very, very, very cool to see. So I was glad I was here to witness that.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. I have been I guess I've become known at this point as somebody who brings Moondance to the point of being a bit annoying. So it's good for me to actually pull one off in a run tonight. But
Absolutely.
yeah, I do it for the fans.
Indeed. Well, obviously, you don't want to give any tricks of the trade away here, but how do you feel for match number two? We've gotten GT Max out of the way, vetoed by Thornado, and North Korea out of the way. So probably the two more volatile categories are now in the past. Do you have any words on maybe what you're thinking for match two, or how you feel about
Mhm.
it?
So Thornito already knows that I'm banning Nintendo Power percent. I think that category is miserable. Uh,
It's definitely
so
not intuitive. Yeah.
so it'll be down to 69 or all bosses. Um, all bosses I think would be quite interesting. I don't know what Thornito's all bosses time is. I think it's a fair bit ahead of mine, but I know our like regular any percent times are like 30 seconds apart. Like he's got like a really low 49 and I have like a 49.45. So
Okay.
that would be neat to see. And but if we do see 69 come up, you're gonna see the return of the moon dance.
All right. All
Because I
right.
am I am to my I am the only person who both I'm the only person to do moon dance in 69, and I'm the only person to my knowledge to do a KRPD route.
All right. Well, we've got some hopefully some things that we'll
Yeah.
see in store for all viewers. Yeah, your all bosses times are very, very close. It's 55-15 for you and a 54-44 for Tornado. So I think regardless of what happens, everybody's going to be in for a treat because this is going to be some really good category matchups regardless of what we get. So. Again, GG's to you. For the viewers, Thornito is not able to get in for an interview, but we may see them in the next match. And their next match is tomorrow. Do you remember what time? I had it somewhere
8
here.
p.m.
8 p.m. All right, so tomorrow at 8 p.m. we have some more awesome Super Metroid matchup. This will be round match two for Glove and Tornado, and if Glove takes match two, then they will advance on to the next round of the tournament, facing off against Bressingham. So we'll have a lot of cool stuff. Is there anything that you wanna add before we wrap up?
Um, yeah, no, it's just thanks for doing comms. I tuned in, and I always appreciate the comms. Uh, Shout outs to Thorneto. Go follow him. He streams way more than I do. Uh, and like his performance today is not representative of what he's capable of. This happens to anyone who plays this game genuinely. Like, um, especially in a tournament setting, like playing a volatile category is terrifying.
Absolutely. Yeah.
um, I mean, his PB is still better than mine in this category. Uh, so if we were both playing at our best, I honestly don't know what would have happened. Uh, maybe we'll find that out tomorrow with either 69 or all bosses, and depending on what happens there, game three, which we'll schedule for Wednesday if need be.
Awesome. Sounds great. Well, I am excited to see it. I was happy to be able to do comms. Absolutely. And I will admit there was a little bit of an extra incentive to do comms for the match because whoever loses this one is facing off against me in the losers bracket. So, just kind of scoping out at the same
Yeah.
time. Um, but yeah, well, to everyone, I echo the thank yous to Speed Gaming, to everybody who is organizing this tournament, to Thorneto and Glove, to everybody in chat for being here. My name is Papa Schmo. Give these two runners a follow. Come back tomorrow at 8 p.m. for some more, and we will see everybody next mission. But of course.